我驚佢跳落嚟陣間傷到喎。OK 冇睇到冇
？OK OK OK。
睇先睇先，我咁樣啦。
OK，我哋點菜啊
OK 啊。
Hey guys, so it's about an hour and 15 minutes drive from KL. We're here trying to eat some Empurau fish. Super excited. Getting really excited. Folks, before we start, kindly hit the subscribe button and the notify button for new contents that I upload weekly. Thank you. So this restaurant, Makanan Laut Sungai Curling, which means Sungai Curling Seafood Restaurant, is actually located about an hour drive from the capital of Kuala Lumpur. The setup is actually not fine dining, but depending on what you order, the price can possibly be fine dining. The first order of business is to check out our fish. So this is our Empurau. In English, it's called Tor Tambroides. It's a fish from the Borneo area, Sarawak State. It actually swims upstream and eats fruits that actually fall from the trees that lie alongside the river. And because of that, the meat is actually very tender, it's very aromatic, and it's just a unique experience. And of course, wild caught, it's actually not as common anymore, so a lot of it are farm raised these days, but it can actually weigh up to about 5-6 pounds at about $450 a pound. So this restaurant is obviously visited by a lot of celebrities from Asia, mainly Hong Kong, that appreciates really good fish. As you can see, there are actually pictures everywhere of celebrities, and featured prominently is the owner of this place named James Wong. In fact, you see him everywhere. He's kind of like the expert of Empurau, being interviewed left and right. I really love a menu with pictures. So this place actually serves other dishes as well, mostly seafood, fish-based. But of course, the highlight for me, 100% attention being paid on our beautiful steamed Empurau with simple preparation, just with soy sauce. And the scale, actually, as you can see, they actually took out the scale, but they actually put it on top, and they actually removed the scale for you to see. The reason why they do this is because you can actually eat the scale. Yes, you heard me right. You can eat it as is. It's actually pretty crunchy, but it's actually better to be fried as well. Now there we go, ready to be eaten. Now our fish actually weighed about 2 pounds, a bit over, so costing us $500. The ideal weight of the Empurau to be eaten is actually between 2 and 4 pounds. Otherwise it'd be too big. But the meat here is definitely out of this world. I mean, the meat itself, the texture of the meat, it's not like a fish, because the fish actually swims upstream, so it's actually more muscle-y, is that the word? Anyway, so it actually tastes like, the texture-wise is like chicken dark meat, but the meat itself is actually really sweet and has a hint of nutty flavor because of the tree nuts that the fish consumes. So yeah, so it's actually really worth it, and obviously we did not waste every single bit of the fish given the price tag. Remember the scale? So the scale were taken back to the kitchen, just coated with salt and pepper and fried to perfection. So it's kind of like chips. It's like fish chips made with Empurau scales, or the fish scales of Empurau, which is, I think, ingenious, and not wasting every part of the fish, because after all, it's a pretty pricey fish that we paid for. Hey guys, so this was an amazing meal. I mean, like, it's one of the best fish I've ever had. I mean, it's like what, $500, but it's definitely worth it. I mean, the meat's tender, it's aromatic. It's nothing I've had before, I have to say. It's a bit bony, which you have to be careful of, but it's definitely worth the experience coming to have the Empurau, or in Chinese they say Wang Bu Liao, which phonetically sounds like it's unforgettable. So yes, So when you want to come to Malaysia and try Empurau, this is actually one of the places. The guy actually is well known, the owner. You go on YouTube and you Google Empurau on YouTube, you see him being interviewed by all these TV channels. So definitely worth the experience.